Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be part 2 of the Radial engine tutorial I made in the past video. Enjoy! So last video we left off on the crankshaft, so that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do now. So first what you're going to want to do is place a vertical wheel directly underneath this, directly underneath the hinge right in the middle of here. And then you're just going to want to move this down into the ground using the trowel. And then just move this one more stud into the ground. Also, sorry, I completely forgot that we're going to need a master rod. So we're just going to delete the hinge from this bottom rod right here. And then just clone the rod straight down and scale it into here. So that way it is connected to this plate down here. You can see there's hinges here, but it's connected right here. And then place a titanium block on top of the hinge. Scale it back just a little bit. And then set your scale to, and then just turn that block into a plate that sort of looks like this, where it's sticking out one side a little bit more than the other. And then what you're going to want to do for the counterweight, which is just for visuals, is place a titanium block on top of the wheel, and then scale it up. And then sort of just make a little post directly in the center of the hinge. And then make your counterweight, which is, remember, just for visuals, and I'm going to do that right now. Hey, quick intermission here. I just wanted to say that this video was an absolute pain to make, so if you were to like this video, that would help out a lot. Thanks. And once you're done making your counterweight, select the entire thing and then move it over exactly one stud. And then scale this top plate right here until it's not touching that rod. And then scale the plate out to one side until you can see it overhang underneath. And then clone the plate, scale it down very small right here, as you can see, and then just scale this up into the plate and down to right around here, and make sure none of this is touching your counterweight. And then place a piston facing the opposite direction of your counterweight, basically whichever side this pin is offsetted to, place the piston on that side. And then make sure to set your piston length to 1. And then extend the piston. And then just place a titanium block on top of the piston. And then scale it so it's touching the wheel. And then what you're going to do is clone this bottom post. And then scale it into the post and the wheel. Then you can scale it down to make it smaller, just like so. And then one last step is, if you want to make the engine spin up slowly, like more realistically, place a titanium block right here. Set your scale to 1, scale it into the block, into the top of the wheel I mean, and then just scale this out to make a sort of flywheel. And you can tell it's centered because the orbs from scaling are in the middle of the wheel. And then make sure to scale the bottom up by 0.1 so that way it's not going to touch the bottom of the wheel. Okay, so now the building is done. Now it's just time to make stuff invisible and turn off collision. I'll show you what to do now. First of all, select everything down here, including this top post right here, and make sure to select everything except for the counterweight. Then first of all, what you're going to want to do is set wheel torque to orange, set everything to collision off, and then next what you're going to want to do is select every post and spring, as you can see here. And also select every piston rod in this engine, including these hinges down here connecting the rods to the big plate. And also don't forget about this piece right here connecting the master rod to the big plate. And once you're done selecting everything, set collision to off and transparency to 100%. Oh, and make sure not to set the rods to transparency 100%. That was a mistake on me. Don't worry about it. Also, if you want to, you can leave these hinges here invisible, but I'm just going to turn them uninvisible just because I like the look of them. And once you're done with that, place 2 switches like so, and then just connect one switch to the wheel and one switch to the piston. And then make the switch connected to the piston yellow so you can tell which one it is. And once you're done with that, make everything down here that we turn no collision and make that transparency 100%. Even though we turn collision off on this post, make sure it's transparency 0%. And then simply make transparency 100%. And then once you're done, make sure to save, and then reload the build again. And then once you've loaded the build back in, select all, and then press unanchor, and then click the yellow switch, which will get it ready. And then simply click the white switch, and there you go. This is a complete 9-cylinder radial engine. Also, if you're having trouble with the spinning up and then slowing down again, you might just need to up the torque on the wheel so it'll run smoother. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, then maybe consider subscribing. See you in the next one.